I mean, look, come on. No. My name's Megan. I make these videos more or less weekly, documenting my adventures around the world. Right now, I am riding a bike around Cambodia, and the whole point of these videos really is to share with you what I'm doing, what's going on, and then hopefully to inspire you a little bit to come out and have your own adventures. This week, we're going to talk about how I almost died in the jungle of Cambodia. But first, here's a little bit of an update on where I am and what's been going on. I'm in a guest house in a town called Preah, Cambodia. Preah is a really epic temple, really epic. I haven't gotten there yet. Preah town is 100 kilometers away from the temple, and I'm only here because, yeah, it just made sense. It was 140 kilometers from Stung Treng to here. I did that in a single day. It was my longest day yet of the ride. It's in the home stretch. I've only got about 9 days left, 9 days of riding left. We'll see if there's anywhere else I get stuck. I don't know, I might actually try to just ride for the whole 9 days. I haven't done anything like that yet. It's like 70 kilometers or less every day, so I can easily do that. But yeah, that's not what I wanted to talk about today. Today, I wanted to talk about how I have almost died like 3 times during this bike ride. 4, but really 3, because the 4th one I didn't know that I was almost dying, and so I don't think that counts. But I'll tell you about all 4. How about that? So the 4 times I've almost died, they all have to do with Mother Nature. They all have to do with Mother Nature biting back. I've been an outdoor lover for like years. It started when I lived in Los Angeles during college, and I started hiking, and I just loved like going on these long hikes through the sagebrush and the oak forests and whatever you get around Los Angeles. When you go out on these long hikes, you have a tendency to sort of romanticize nature, like, oh, it's so beautiful, I love it, it's so beautiful. And then every once in a while, Mother Nature likes to just like show her teeth, is how I think of it. Like the first time that I saw a rattlesnake, and it was huge, and it was rattling at me, and I thought I was gonna die. But no matter how many times Mother Nature shows her teeth, I still love to go back out there. I still love to go on long hikes or long bike rides like what I'm doing right now. And I still romanticize it, and I think like, oh, it's so wonderful, it's so beautiful, the jungle would never hurt me. And then things like this happen. So let's count backwards. We'll go from, whatever. We'll go in the order I want to go in. How about that? So, number 4. I was hiking in Kep National Park, which is down by the ocean. So I was there, and I decided to go on a hike by myself. And as I'm like walking along Sunset Rock, I come across this tree, and then on the tree is just this millipede, and he's huge. Here's a picture. As you can see, I got really up close and personal with it and was like ready to like pet it and be like, oh, can I put you in a jar and like bring you with me? You're so cute. I thought they were harmless. Fast forward, well, I don't know, a couple weeks, and I'm on this trek, a guided trek, and the guide sees one, and she says, if they bite you, you'll die. Apparently there's like no known cure for the venom. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't looked it up, but like, I was almost cuddling with it in Cap. I thought it was like a teddy bear, like a cute crawly teddy bear. I don't know. So that's the first time I almost died, but it doesn't count because I didn't know. Number 3. 4 days ago, I was in a town called Ban Luang in northeastern Cambodia, and I was looking for things that I could do without having to pay for a guide or pay for a tour. So one of them that I found is this 700,000-year-old crater. That is sacred to the indigenous people, and apparently you can just go there and you can go swimming, and there's a trail that goes around, like it's like a volcanic crater, so it was a volcano 700,000 years ago, so it's not really a volcano anymore, it's just like a nice round lake surrounded by jungle. But there's a walk, you can do like a pathway around the lake, and I thought that sounded really nice.
I'm in the middle, I'm not in the middle of the jungle, I'm actually only 5 kilometers outside of town. But see that bridge behind me? I was just walking across it, taking a walk across the lake. Nice volcanic crater lake. It's over there, you can't see it. Anyway, I'm crossing this bridge, and like, I look down, and right at my feet is a green viper. Not even I'm not joking. Like, I can still see it. You probably can't because the camera's not very good, but he was like, he's 3 feet long. Like, and his like head was up, and he was looking at me with his tongue out, like, I'm gonna bite you if you come any closer to me. I almost stepped on it. Like, Jesus Christ. That was scary.
Literally, I was like an inch away from stepping on it. But obviously I survived. Number 2. Okay, so number 2 was ages ago when I was in the Cardamom Mountains at the very beginning of the ride, and it was my last day in the Cardamoms. So I woke up and I'm like sleepy and like, I'm not really paying attention to what's going on, and my phone alarm's going off. So I like tap my phone. I don't even look at it, I just like tap my phone and then walk out of the cabin and like go to the bathroom or something, wash my face and brush my teeth. And now I'm a little bit more awake, and I come back in to grab my bags and start to pack. And then I go to grab my phone. And who's coiled up on my phone but a green viper? Again, and it was sitting right next to my bed. Right next to my bed. And it's like, you know how snakes like droop over the sides of things in that kind of elegant way? He's sitting there just drooped across my phone like it's no big thing. The thing is, I don't know if it was drooped across my phone like when I hit it, when my alarm went off, and I just like tapped next to the snake without knowing, or if it had moved there while I was in the bathroom. I don't know, I will never know. I don't really want to know if I like almost cuddled with a snake in the middle of the night. I just don't want to know. So I went and I woke up the guy who runs the homestay where I was staying, because I mean he was Khmer, so it's 5 a.m. they're always awake anyway. So I went and got him and I said like, there's a lime green snake on my phone. I don't know what you want to do about it. And he, just true to form, like the Khmer form, he was like, oh, really? Okay, and grabs a broom, and like, he like pulled my phone out from under the snake, so the snake left there. Took the broom and just bashed the snake's head in. Okay, I guess that's how we deal with snakes. Just bashed its head in, and then was like, all right, have a good trip. See you later. So that was the 3rd time that I almost died in Cambodia, which, as you can tell, is not very dramatic. But the icing on the cake is number 1. This is like the most horrifying story of all. Of all my nature encounters, this is more horrifying than the green viper that almost bit me by the leg. This is it. This is the one. So, and this was the first one that happened. So this is 3 days into the ride. I get up to this town called Osao. I go to bed on the first night, and I crawl into my bed. My mosquito netting's all in place. The mosquito netting was already set up when I got in bed. It wasn't, like, I like to do my mosquito netting myself. I don't like to have it already be set up, because I feel like if it's already set up, there's more chances for bugs to get in. And so I'm reading in bed, and like when you have the light on, the bugs can find you. So there's a few little flies flying around, but no mosquitoes. So, you know, that's the main concern, right? Is you don't want to get dengue or malaria. So I fall asleep, and I don't know how many hours later, probably around like 3:30 in the morning, I feel a pinch, and it wakes me up, you know, obviously. So I feel this sharp, biting pinch. Something wakes me up, and I instinctively like swat my leg with my hand, and I feel something get like swatted off. Oh God, I'm getting chills just thinking about this because it was such a horrifying experience. Okay, so I swat something off my leg. I can't see. I kind of like turn on my flashlight and look around. I don't see anything in the covers. So I get up. I go to the bathroom, come back, get back into the mosquito netting, and with my flashlight on, and like take the blanket, shake it out to look for a bug, and again, I don't see anything. So, okay, I see like a little dead fly, and I was like, oh, maybe that's what bit me, and then when I swatted it, I killed it. So I lay down, and I roll over, and I'm ready to go back to sleep, and I take my flashlight, and I'm about to turn it off, and I look up, and what is crawling up the inside of my mosquito netting but the biggest giant centipede I've ever seen. And for your reference, it looked like this. Yeah, one of those was inside my bed. It had been in my blankets. It had bit me. Obviously, the second that I saw it, I screamed bloody murder, and like, I wanted to jump out of bed immediately, but where it was crawling up the inside of the mosquito netting was the little door in the mosquito netting. Like, that's where you're supposed to get out. So I had to like push myself to the other side of the bed and like pull the mosquito netting up and get out. And then I'm like hyperventilating and I'm panicked. And the only beings that replied to my screams were the two dogs. And so they come and they're like wagging their tails and like trying to be my buddy. But they can't kill this stupid thing. So I go outside and I'm like wandering around in the darkness. No one is awake. I'm thinking, do I wake the family up? It was my first night there. I wasn't feeling comfortable yet. Like I didn't know all the people there. I didn't know what to do. Like I didn't know what to do. So I started like pacing back and forth, trying to like hype myself up to go and like deal with this thing. I'm like, I can kill this centipede. It's just an insect. I'm a human. I can do it. And, like, pump myself up, go back inside, see it like moving around in the mosquito netting, immediately start crying, run back out of the cabin. I repeated this same process like 6 times, each time going back in, seeing it move, and then starting to cry. And so after like, I don't even know, like an hour of just like, crying and trying to convince myself that you're a big girl, you can kill this, centipede. I finally like sucked it up and went and woke up this guy who was staying here, this like old British dude who's living there. It's like, Nick, and I thought I was being so childish, you know. I thought, you know, you should be tougher than this. You dealt with big spiders in Peru, sort of. So you should be able to handle this. And I woke Nick up. I'm like, Nick, there's a giant centipede in my bed. And I was gratified. His response was to immediately jump out of his cot. Oh my God, what? Hold on, I'll get it for you. We have to kill it. That was really, I thought I was like in my own head just like making it a bigger thing than it was. But the fact that someone who'd lived in Cambodia for 14 years also thought it was a big deal was comforting. And so then Nick smoked a cigarette, and then we went back and we like caught it in a bucket, and then yeah, the Khmer like put it in some rice wine the next day to make them feel stronger. But yeah, where it bit me, even though it's just the tiniest of pinches, where it bit me hurt for the next like 48 hours. So yeah, that was the time I almost died in Cambodia by getting bit by a disgusting giant centipede. So I don't know, what do you think is worse? Like, would you rather be bit by a giant centipede in your bed or almost step on a just a green python when you're alone in the woods? I don't know, that's my question for you. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel. I make new videos just about every week. I'm coming to the end of this bike ride now, so there should only be like 1 or 2 more videos about the bike ride, and then subscribe to my channel and you'll get to see more videos about what it's like to live in Cambodia, what kind of solo adventures you can get up to in Cambodia, and then hopefully I've got some more big solo adventures planned for the rest of the year, so stay tuned to find out what those are.
I'm not wearing any pants.